I am the one who calls your name when the world grows loud and your thoughts crowd the doorway of your peace. I see the way your heart leans forward tonight, like a candle bending toward a whisper of wind, wanting to burn bright without being blown out. I speak now because time is already moving toward the moment I have prepared, and my word is the lamp you must carry to meet it. Do not let your attention wander. Do not let your fear write the next sentence of your life. I am with you, and everything I say now is for your good, for your protection, for your release, for your joy that will not be stolen. You have asked for a sign, and I am giving you more than a sign. I am giving you instructions that unlock the gate on the path you were born to walk. Hear me, Archangel Michael stands beside you tonight by my command. He orders you to open this because I sent him as a watchman over your threshold. He does not come to frighten you, but to steady your hands, to quiet your nerves, to remind you that your story is not at the mercy of surprises. Your story is in my hands, and I will not drop what I love. I know the texture of your waiting. I know how your ribs remember the rhythm of disappointment, how your lungs sometimes forget to breathe when you imagine what could go wrong. I have counted the hours you went to sleep late, hoping dawn would carry better news. I have watched you straighten the same corner of your hope again and again. Not because it was crooked, but because you needed to touch something you believed could still be beautiful. I am not indifferent to these things. They rise to me like incense. Tonight I answer not with a rumor of comfort, but with a movement of my arm. What you hear, keep. What you feel, test in the light of this word. What knocks at your door, discern, because I am about to intersect your life with the next assignment and with a visitation that will reveal more than it hides. There is a person whose steps are already angled toward you. They think their decision is private, they imagine they are the only guardian of their secret. Yet I search minds and hearts, and nothing is hidden from me. They carry something in their hands, part of it is tangible, part of it is invisible. What they hold is not merely an object, it is a bundle of meanings, a folded story, a choice that will open some rooms and close others. You have sensed this approach in sudden chills and passing warmth, in a memory that refuses to return to silence, in songs that seem to touch your name when no one is singing it. Do not call yourself foolish for feeling what your spirit felt before your body caught up. Some know by sight, the chosen also learn by inward weather. Tonight your inward weather speaks truth. There is a coming, and the coming carries the weight of your next chapter. I do not send you into that moment untrained. You will walk to your door as one who has already decided who they are. Do not be lured into becoming someone you will regret tomorrow. You do not need to answer every emotion with immediate action. You do not need to fix what I am still untying. You do not need to hold what I am trying to take from your fingertips. If peace leaves you at the touch of the hidden thing, step back. If peace increases as you listen, lean in. I am not a God of confusion but of alignment. I will align your discernment with my heartbeat if you yield your fear to me. I am the one who writes in seasons, and this night is a hinge. When doors hinge, they sing under pressure, so will your soul, but it will not break. Do not idolize the surprise, and do not despise it. Treat it as seed. If the person comes with apology, water the seed with truth and boundaries. If they come with promise, water the seed with patience and proof. If they come with accusation, water the seed with silence and the dignity I taught you. If they come with generosity, water the seed with gratitude and clarity so you do not mortgage your tomorrow for a gift that demands your chains. If they come in tenderness, test it. If they come in urgency, slow it. If they come in humility, consider it. If they come in pride, lift your eyes above it. I will show you the difference between a doorbell and a snare. Michael goes before you not with a sword drawn for drama, but with authority meek as thunder that knows its place. He has guarded you through long corridors of months when you didn't even know you were under assignment. He stands at the frame of your door, and by my decree, he enforces these words: no harm is permitted to pass into this home under a costume of love, no curse is permitted to sit in your living room disguised as comfort, no counterfeit blessing may nest in your heart by flattery. Receive this as law in your atmosphere. You are not at the mercy of whoever knocks. The one who knocks is at the mercy of the laws I have placed over you. Do not rehearse past pain as if it were tomorrow's script. I am doing a new thing, and the new thing requires you to make room. Open the drawers of your memory and return the knives you have been saving for self-defense. I will defend you. Open the cupboards of your expectations and trade your checklist for my compass. I will lead you. Lay down the fear that love always leaves and the fear that blessing always bites. Your mind was not made to be a museum of betrayals. Tonight I ask for your mind as an altar of fresh fire. Place on it the faith you still have left, even if it feels like crumbs. I have multiplied smaller things. Listen, beloved, the hidden thing in their hands is not only what they carry, it is also what you carry that they cannot see. You hold the power to bless or to bind, to welcome or to wall out, to forgive or to fossilize. Let me shape your hand. When you open your door, you will open a jurisdiction. Your posture will set the ceiling for the conversation. If you stand in neediness, the exchange will swallow you. If you stand in wholeness, the exchange will serve you. Practice now. Breathe me in, exhale your fear. Say within yourself, I am anchored in the one who knows. I refuse to be managed by surprises. I welcome only what agrees with the peace of God. I bless the person, but I do not surrender my discernment. I choose clarity. I choose truth. I choose steady love and steady wisdom. These are not empty words, they are rails. On them your moment will glide rather than crash. There will be a sign within a sign. Before the knock, something small will tilt in your room. Perhaps the light will flicker. Perhaps a message will reach you with an unexpected word. Perhaps a memory will rise like a bird that forgot it could fly. Do not panic at the trembling of small things. It is the echo of alignment. Your angels are taking positions around the perimeter of your peace. I am breathing into the folds of your schedule so the meeting does not devour your rest. When the sound arrives, remember, you are loved. When the face appears, remember, you are safe to be honest. When the object is revealed, a letter, a box, a set of keys, a petition, a token from a long season. A confession written on paper, a promise in the shape of practical help. Ask me in your heart, and I will answer quickly. You have asked me for restoration, and I am not the God of halfway healings. Yet restoration is not a photograph of yesterday, it is a sculpture of tomorrow. Do not measure my work with rulers borrowed from your past. I will give you what fits your destiny, not merely what fits your nostalgia. If the visitor seeks to stitch a story that I have finished, do not rip open the seam of your healing to audition for an old role. If the visitor arrives bearing steps into the future I showed you in dreams, take those steps slowly, and let each be witnessed by peace. Love does not race you into confusion. Love escorts you into clarity. Remember how I taught you to test spirits. Does this draw you toward me or away from me? Does this honor your dignity or require you to shrink? Does this multiply light in your room or smear it? Does this invite wise counsel or demand secrecy? Answer these, and you will know me in your knowing. I speak, too, about provision. You have balanced hope and bills in the same hands and wondered whether responsible faith is an illusion. It is not. I am pouring a measured stream of provision that becomes a river as you obey in small instructions. Before the door opens, place order in your space. Fold what has piled. Clear what has clung. Put in a visible place the written vision I gave you so that whoever reads may run with you or leave without tripping you. Boundaries are not walls of fear, they are rivers that know their banks. When you hold your boundaries, generosity can flow without flooding your life. The hidden thing in their hands will test your boundaries, let it. Anything that cannot pass through the gate of clarity is not meant to remain. Do not be seduced by shadow. The enemy loves theater. He loves grand entrances wrapped around small truths. If the surprise tries to make a stage of your heart, close the curtains and invite the conversation into daylight. Ask real questions. Request real timelines. Seek real fruit, not painted leaves. You are not hard to love, you are easy to respect. Whoever treats you otherwise is already confessing their unreadiness. Michael will nudge you when a statement is off. The nudge will feel like sand in your shoe, minor but undeniable. Pause there. Ask again. If agitation answers, step back. If humility answers, continue. I am not testing you to expose your weakness, I am training you to steward your yes. I remember what was spoken over you by those who didn't see you. Their words hung in the rafters of your mind like storm clouds. Tonight I pierce them. I call you chosen, not by accident but by design. I call you steady, not by temperament but by grace. I call you brave, not because you never tremble, but because you move while you do. I anoint your doorway with favor. I anoint your table with wisdom. I anoint your eyes with perception. I anoint your voice with soft authority. Even your silence will speak like a clear sky. You will not be manipulated, and you will not manipulate. You will walk in light. Forgiveness is part of this visitation's fragrance. It may enter the room before you decide to unstop the bottle. Do not mistake forgiveness for access. I can heal you from the wound without handing your life back to the blade. If reconciliation is the road, it will be paved with evidence, not wishes. If release is the road, it will be paved with blessing, not bitterness. You will not lose by obeying me. You will not shrink by choosing health. The blessing I am sending does not require you to vanish to keep it. It will recognize you in full size. There is also an oath I am asking you to make with me tonight, an oath of alignment. Say within yourself, I agree to be found where peace meets purpose. I agree to reject the counterfeit. I agree to honor my future with the choices I make at my door. I agree to speak truth with kindness and to listen with alert compassion. I agree to trust God's timing even when my emotions pulse with urgency. I agree to step away from what confuses me and step toward what clarifies me. This oath is a cord. Michael will hold the other end. When you feel tugged, remember the oath, and you will not drift. Your house will hear a song after the visitor leaves, a quiet song. It might be the hum of your own relief or the hush that follows a holy decision. That silence will not be emptiness, it will be the clean space where I lay the next stone of your path. Do not fill it with calls you do not need to make or with explanations you do not need to offer. Let your peace settle like morning dew. In that settling, I will bring the detail you almost forgot to ask, the number you needed to confirm, the insight that turns a corner you didn't see. A door answered in wisdom births doors that open by themselves. You will marvel at how effortlessly some things begin to align once you refuse to be rushed. I promise you this, you will not miss your blessing by being careful. And you will not protect your heart by being cold. Love and wisdom are not enemies. They are twins that hold both of your hands and guide you through crowds. Tonight they will walk you to the threshold and stand beside you. If tears come, let them water the roots of your new boundaries. If laughter comes, let it bless the room you once called a battlefield. If nothing seems to happen, do not call it nothing. Unseen alignments often make the loudest changes. I am also addressing the hidden thing that is not in their hands but in yours, your gift. You have treated it as a private candle, shielding it from winds that were never strong enough to take it. The surprise at your door is not only about relationship or apology or offer. It is also about your assignment. I will draw from you work that makes peace visible and hope measurable. You will build what others only dream about. You will speak words that become steps. You will create spaces where the lonely remember how to breathe. Some of this will begin with a simple yes today, the yes of writing what I ask, the yes of organizing your tools, the yes of saying no to tasks that do not belong to your lane, the yes of resting without guilt so your strength can return like a tide. When you open your door, you are also opening the next chapter of your purpose. Treat the moment with reverence. If the person arrives afraid, be a mirror of calm. If they arrive proud, be a mirror of truth. If they arrive broken, be a mirror of hope without turning yourself into glue. You cannot fix another's history, but you can choose not to repeat your own injuries. When they show the hidden thing, an envelope, a key, a confession, a token, ask your peace to measure it. Ask me to breathe on it. You will feel a softness or a shrinking. Trust that language. I built it into you. I speak, too, to the shadow that waits outside like a stray dog hoping for crumbs of your attention. You will not eat here. I set a guard at this threshold. I cancel the assignment of fear over this night. I banish the whisper that says you are unworthy of steady love. I rebuke the habit of bracing for pain when joy approaches. I decree the end of cycles that dress as surprises but deliver the same sorrow. Let it be recorded in the book of this house, peace reigns here, and wisdom keeps the keys. Before this day closes its eyes, do 3 simple things. First, bless your space aloud. Walk through your rooms and speak life to them. Say, this is a place of clarity, of laughter, of rest, of prayer, of honest conversation, of gentle boundaries, of purposeful work. Second, prepare a place to sit near the door, not to tremble, but to welcome. Have water for your throat, paper for your notes, and a pen that writes without scratching. You are not hosting chaos, you are hosting a decision. Third, place your hand over your heart and forgive yourself for every time you thought you had to earn what I decided to give. You are not hard for me to bless. You are not complicated for me to guide. You are mine, and I am good at being God. When this visitation completes, you will feel either a green path or a clean break. The green path will be marked by small confirmations that do not need to shout. The clean break will be marked by relief that does not ask for applause. Either is victory if it agrees with the peace that guards your heart. You are not choosing between love and loss, you are choosing between illusion and truth. Truth is the soil where love actually grows. Illusion is a painted garden that never feeds anyone. I am delivering you from painted gardens. Do not be surprised if, after the door closes, opportunities begin to knock from directions you never mapped. Restraint tonight becomes acceleration tomorrow. Boundaries tonight become bridges tomorrow. Honesty tonight becomes harvest tomorrow. This is how I multiply you, not by draining you with constant drama, but by anchoring you so destiny can find you standing where blessing can reach. I do not need you to clamor to be seen. I am lighting you like a city on a hill that does what it was built to do without begging for permission. Remember, beloved, the order I set: seek me first. If you feel tempted to obsess over outcomes, return to me and let your breathing slow inside my presence. Tell me every detail you're afraid to say out loud to anyone else. I am not scandalized by your questions, and I do not shame you for being human. I made you with a heart that notices and a mind that considers. Bring me both. I will steady them. The night belongs to me, and so do you. The knock will not steal me from your sight. If you listen for me while you listen to them, you will discover the simple miracle. You cannot be deceived while your hand is in mine. Now, attend to this final instruction. When you open the door, open your eyes to the whole picture, the tone, the eyes, the pace of their breathing, the humility or the theater. Notice how they hold the hidden thing, loosely, as if it belongs to the future, or tightly, as if it were a trophy of the past. Notice whether they seek to place it in your hands or to keep it while demanding your agreement. These are cues. They are small, but they are faithful messengers. You are not suspicious, you are wise. Michael will stand just beyond your peripheral vision like a quiet mountain. His presence is permission to be courageous without becoming hard. I bless your threshold. I bless the hinges and the handle, the frame and the floor where shoes will pause. I bless your ears to hear what is said and to perceive what is not. I bless your mouth to speak truth wrapped in grace. I bless your shoulders to remain light even when old weights beg to return. I bless your feet to be ready either to step forward onto the green path or to close the door gently on what does not belong. I bless your sleep that will follow, deep, unbothered, prophetic with good dreams that seal the wisdom of this night rather than open gates for worry. I command the atmosphere of your home to remember peace as its native language. I have longed for this moment with you not because I needed a stage, but because I love seeing you choose life. That is what you will do tonight. You will choose life in the way you listen, in the way you ask, in the way you accept, in the way you refuse, in the way you bless, in the way you let go, in the way you step into the next morning without dragging the whole graveyard of yesterday behind you. You will choose life, and life will choose you back. Watch how doors align. Watch how help becomes timely. Watch how friendships find you. Watch how provision stops stuttering and begins to sing, "You are not late." The time is exact. You are not behind. You are learning at the speed of grace. Do not look to the left and call yourself slow. Do not look to the right and call yourself unready. I decide readiness, and I say you are ready to be steady. Ready to be loved in truth. Ready to walk away from noise. Ready to plant real trees that will shade others later. Ready to laugh without checking the door for trouble. Ready to be trusted with more because you no longer trade your peace for brief attention, so open when it is time, and hold the center I have given you. Let my word be the quiet sun in your chest. Let Michael's order steady your hand on the handle. Let your peace decree what enters and what passes by. And when you have done all that is right to do, leave the remainder with me. I am already in tomorrow, arranging the good that will meet you because you honored me tonight. I am the Lord your God. I do not fumble what I have promised. You are not incidental to my story, you are beloved. Walk through this hour with eyes bright and spine unbent. The surprise will not master you, it will serve my purpose. And you, chosen, guarded, growing, will be more free at the end of it than you have ever been. I am speaking to you now with the breath that first named light. With the voice that once gathered oceans into their boundaries and told mountains where to stand. Hear me, beloved, for this is not a wandering thought or a passing wind, this is the deliberate whisper of the one who sees the end from the beginning and loves you beyond the latticework of your fears. Today, on October 26th, when the world continues in its cycles and clocks count their minutes, I halt your restless mind and say, open this now. Archangel Michael stands as a bright sentinel at the threshold of your attention, and he orders you to listen because a door is about to echo in your life, and a hand you know, yes, the hand of your person, approaches with something hidden. Something that carries the weight of a chapter one am ready to turn. Do not step away. Do not call this coincidence. This is orchestration. This is timing. This is me. You have felt a pressure in your chest that is not pain but expectancy, a stretching in the unseen like fabric pulled taut before a release. I placed that in you so you would not drown in the slow drift of daily details. I placed that in you so hope would not starve in a dark room. I have watched you kiss disappointments on the brow and fold them into drawers you do not open, as though giving them sleep might make them harmless. But hear me, disappointment is not your master, and the drawer is not your destiny. I am loosening the cold knot of yesterday and kneading your future with warm hands. Michael has been waiting at your gate. He has knocked against your hesitation with words sharpened like morning. Today they press through, open, beloved, open now. You wonder about the thing hidden in their hands, your person, the one whose footsteps your memory hears even when the street is quiet. You want to know if what they carry is a wound or a gift, a goodbye or a beginning. You want to brace yourself, to prepare a defense, to run 1,000 rehearsals of how you will answer. Lay down the armor. You have fought long battles in rooms where there was only your reflection to contest, and you tired yourself swinging at shadows. I am not bringing you to another duel with fear. I am leading you into a garden where courage grows in the soil of trust. What they carry is wrapped for your heart's safety. There is tenderness inside, and there is truth. There is a key I have shaped from the lessons of your waiting, and they will hold it without knowing how I made it fit your lock. Let your guard fall like dry leaves around your feet. I am the one who whispers to branches when it is time to release. You have thought me slow, but you should know how carefully I stitch moments together. A day has 1,000 threads, and I am the weaver who refuses to tie a knot too early and leave beauty unfinished. You prayed for speed, and I granted sequence instead, because you need integrity more than urgency, forever more than fireworks. Michael has trained the courage in your heart to stand when the surprise arrives. This will not be a thunderclap to frighten you, it will be a tide that lifts you without breaking you. If your hands tremble, that is your old fear learning how to leave. If your breath shortens, breathe again. I am the breath beneath your breath. I am not sending chaos to your door. I am sending clarity. The hidden thing will carve a window in a wall you assumed was permanent. It will set down the language you could not find, and syllable by syllable it will name the ache that has sighed in you without vocabulary. Do not rush to interrupt. Do not race to conclusions. Listen for the compassion underneath the words. Look for the repentance that peeks out shyly and does not yet trust its own steps. Feel the sincerity that may arrive in awkward shoes. Your person has been walking through a school of the soul, where the lessons are written on the heart with rain, not ink. They have failed some exams and learned in the retaking that humility is better than applause. They come now because timing has ripened like fruit that releases from the branch with the lightest touch. You have feared betrayal disguising itself as kindness. You have called softness dangerous because you wore it once and it tore. I watched that tear, and I did not ignore it. I bound you while you slept and poured consolation into the seam. I will not let new hands in your life reopen old sutures. Michael carries a sword not to frighten you but to keep what is false from crossing your threshold. He is the gleam in your discernment, the coolness in your pulse when lies try to warm themselves at your trust. If your person's words are covered with the ash of manipulation, Michael will not let them land. But hear me, this arrival is not theater, it is testimony. What is hidden is not a trap but a token, a proof, a restitution, a gesture that costs them the pride they used to wear like armor. They have taken off that armor, they come in sincerity's plain clothes. You wonder if you should forgive before they ask, or wait until the asking softens them. Forgive now. Forgiveness is not permission for harm to continue. Forgiveness is a door you open in your own chest so that light can return to rooms fear padlocked. Forgiveness is an agreement with me that says, I will not be ruled by the past. I will not build altars around my wounds. I will not worship my damage. When you forgive, you do not erase wisdom, you increase it, because your heart can see without the fog of the grudge. I will teach you boundaries that breathe. I will teach you how to speak no with love and yes with courage. I have not called you to become a doormat, I have called you to become a doorway. Prepare the threshold. Sweep away the cobwebs of assumption, those sticky threads that try to catch every movement and spin it into a story of fear. Open your windows to gratitude. Say aloud simple words, I am ready, I am calm. I am guided, I am protected. This is not performance, this is posture. Posture turns trembling into steadiness. Your nervous system is not your enemy, it is a harp upon which I will play peace. Slow your exhale, let the breath leave you like a tide that knows it will return. As you do, imagine Michael at your side, tall as resolve, bright as first courage, quiet as confident kindness. He will nudge you when it is time to speak. He will still you when silence is the stronger sentence. You ask me whether this arrival is romance or reconciliation of another kind. Soul threads intertwine in many patterns. I am repairing a connection that matters for the architecture of your destiny. It may flow as partnership or as profound closure that opens the next door. It may be a promise renewed or a promise released. Do not decide before the evidence arrives. Let the moment show its face in my light. I am more interested in your wholeness than in your labels. What I bless bears fruit, and you will know a tree by its fruit. If peace grows, if courage deepens, if truth stands taller in you afterward, then you will know my hand was in it. But listen, this is not only about a person at your door. This is about you becoming the home I always wanted to dwell in without interruption. The hidden thing is also a mirror, wrapped in careful paper, that will show you how far you have come. I will let you see the strength you acquired while you thought you were simply surviving. I will let you see the kindness you offered while your own tank felt low. I will let you see the nobility that endured when it would have been easier to be petty. Call nothing wasted. I do not lose ingredients. I have simmered your suffering with patience and added wisdom like salt, compassion like herbs, and joy like a spark that turns a quiet pot into a feast. You will taste it soon in your own mouth, the flavor of a life reclaimed. If the knock comes at an inconvenient hour, remember that I stand outside time. The perfect moment often interrupts schedules because schedules were built by fear to shield you from surprise. I am replacing fear's calendar with my timing. You will not miss your portion because you were washing a cup or answering a message. I am able to send your person twice if needed, to bend paths again, to circle them back like a bird recalled by a familiar whistle. But hear me, be attentive. Do not numb yourself tonight with the trivial. Keep your inner lamp trimmed. Expectation is not a superstition, expectation is the posture of faith that says, "My beloved is near." You have practiced conversations in your mind and felt your throat tighten at the line where the pain lives. I am placing a cushion over that line. When the moment arrives, you will speak without your voice breaking in fear. If tears come, they will be cleansing, not drowning. Tears are honest water. Michael will not rebuke you for them, he will guard the dignity within them. If silence hangs for a heartbeat, do not rush to fill it with nervous words. Some healings occur in the air between breaths. I have already whispered into that air, the hidden thing may be a letter, folded and creased from being held too long. It may be a small box containing a symbol that returns a promise from exile. It may be a set of keys that means movement, or a photograph that means confession, or a small token with great cost to their pride. It may be an apology that arrives not as eloquence but as an offering that required them to part with something that once controlled them. Whatever its form, it is an instrument in my hand. Do not worship the instrument. Receive the music. The music says, "I am the Lord who restores years, not just days. I am the Lord who teaches hearts to become generous after famine. I am the Lord who writes new chapters with ink distilled from tears." You have asked me why I chose this person to carry such a moment. Because your stories are braided, and one cannot move forward without the other shifting. Because you both share a lesson I am determined to complete: how to honor truth without shaming the soul, how to hold commitment without strangling freedom, how to be bold without becoming harsh, how to be tender without losing strength. This is graduate school in love. Many take the course and drop out when it becomes difficult. I have seen your perseverance. I have seen theirs, tattered and late but real. Today I lace perseverance with grace and stir courage into the batter. I will bake a future that rises. Do not announce this to the world before it has finished being born. Do not rush to broadcast what is still warming in the oven of my intention. Some miracles prefer quiet. Some revelations grow best in the hush of reverence. Michael will shield your process from prying eyes that feed on spectacle. You are not a headline for the hungry, you are a garden for the faithful. When the time is right, I will make public what the roots have already stabilized. Trust the underground. Trust the silence. Trust me, look at your hands. They have done so much. They have held grief and groceries, prayers and papers, doors and days. I am resting peace into your palms now, like two birds that learn your lines and settle. You will feel warmth in them, perhaps a humming, perhaps only a steadiness that smooths the tremor. That is Michael touching your readiness. That is me saying, be at ease, the wind is favorable. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Tell the room you are safe. When safety grows inside, the outside cannot command you. If memories try to argue, if an old scene replays and says this will end like before, tell the memory to sit down and listen to an older story. Tell it about red seas that open, about deserts that bloom, about graves that cannot hold love. Tell it about me. I am not a rumor. I am the author in the room, and I am not done writing. When your person speaks, do not weigh syllables like a judge searching for guilt, weigh them like a healer listening for where to place the balm. Your discernment is sharp now, not to cut but to sculpt. Your heart is wise now, not to run away but to choose its ground. If you need a sign in the moment, I will give you one suited to your attention. A phrase will rise that you once prayed. A scent will remind you of a door I closed to open another. A small coincidence will spark like a match and tell you, yes, this is the path, walk in it. Michael will press that sign gently to your awareness. You will not have to strain. Straining is for those who think they are alone. You are not alone. Never were. Not for an instant, not even when you decided you were. This day carries a soft thunder, a quiet authority. It will change the weather of your inner world, and the sky in you will learn a new blue. Do not underestimate how deeply I can rearrange the furniture of your life without breaking the floor. I am skilled at moving, and I carry fragile things with a tenderness that even angels admire. When the knock sounds, you will feel a recognition that is older than worry. You will know your yes or your no without panic. I will not let you betray yourself in the name of love, and I will not let you betray love in the name of self. You will choose the path where both are honored. When this surprise completes its speaking, when the hidden thing is finally in your hands, hold it for a moment and listen. It will hum with the note of what it means. That note will harmonize with my peace or clash with it. Follow the harmony. It may lead to a beginning that asks you to reorganize your days. It may lead to a conclusion that sets you free with dignity. It may lead to a slow rebuilding with honest brick and open windows where secrets used to hide. I will be in whichever path aligns with the truth you discover in me. I am not watching from a distance, I am closer than your pulse. Every step will land on my palm. Tonight you will sleep differently, not with one eye open guarding the door, but with both eyes resting while Michael stands watch. If the door sounds before sleep, do not panic. Courage will meet you like a familiar. If it sounds tomorrow, do not despair. Delay is no denial, it is choreography. Remember, I bend paths, I tune hearts, I conduct the orchestra, I cue the lights. Your role is to remain available and honest, to choose courage over cynicism, to see with mercy that does not blur the lines of wisdom. I bless your threshold. I bless your ears to hear what is meant for you and your tongue to refuse what is not. I bless your eyes to find the glints of redemption hidden in rough soil. I bless your spine to stand in dignity even while your heart bows in tenderness. I bless your home with a warmth that makes honesty feel welcome. I bless your future with the kind of strength that smiles without performance. I bless your name with a gentleness that astonishes those who thought only hardness could keep you safe. Do not ask me if you are ready. You are ready enough for me to fill the rest. Do not ask me if the hour is correct. I am the clock and the hour both. Do not ask me if you will lose yourself by saying yes to what I send. You will find yourself. You will find the you that has been taking shape beneath the noise. The pieces that the struggle scattered are already gathering. Watch how they recognize each other and fit, as if they missed each other, and they did. If fear knocks before your person does, answer fear with my words, not today. The Lord is in this house. If doubt tries to host a debate, offer it a seat and let it listen to testimony. It will leave quieter than it came. If old shame pretends to be your shepherd, show it the true shepherd and watch it step aside. Shame cannot lead those led by love. You are led by love. Take a small step now in the visible as a sign of the invisible. Set a cup where a guest would sit. Straighten the corner of a rug. Open a window for fresh air to replace stale narratives. These are not superstitions, these are acts of hospitality to the future. You are telling your life, I expect goodness. You are telling your heart, I am not bracing for a blow, I am bracing for blessing. When blessing lands, it will not be as heavy as you fear. It will be weighty with meaning yet light enough to carry every day, and if when your person arrives you glimpse in their eyes the small, delicate animal of hope, handle it with care. Speak the truth, always, but wrap it in kindness so that hope learns your voice is safe. If you must set a boundary, draw it like an artist, not like a soldier, clear, firm, and beautiful. If you must accept a gift, do so with gratitude that does not give away your agency. If you must forgive, forgive as one who has been forgiven ocean by ocean. And if you must begin again, begin as one who knows beginnings are my specialty. You fear making the wrong choice. I fear nothing and I choose you. That is enough for today. Walk in the relief of being chosen. Walk in the confidence of being guided. Walk in the humility of being loved. Michael marches beside you. I go before you. Mercy follows you. Goodness waits at your door with folded hands, ready to rise the moment you open. This is not a parable for someone else. This is your porch, your hour, your name in my mouth, open now. When you hear the footstep, do not pretend you are not home. Presence is your power. Speak with the voice that has learned to be gentle without losing strength. Receive what is true. Release what is not. If tears come, they will water the next seeds. If laughter comes, let it ring. If quiet settles, rest in it like a chair that was made to fit you. I am in all of it, weaving, holding, blessing, and when the night closes its eyes, whether your door has echoed today or the echo is scheduled for the next dawn, lay your head down as one who trusts the author to finish chapters at the right line. You are not falling apart, you are falling into place. The hidden thing will not stay hidden forever, light has a habit of winning. The gift will not be stolen. What is truly yours bears my inscription. The surprise will not shatter you, it will shape you. I am with you in the shaping, and my hands are kind.